Good morning, friends. Welcome back to another documenting history, recording history for future generations. The purpose of the channel, if you're new here, is to document our local history through daily work commute news snippets. I feel it's important to document our history. While I understand that you can go on the internet and see news stories from years ago, there's nothing like listening to the actual live broadcasts of these events. It's nostalgic and it's historic for people to be able to look back on any given day and see what was going on in the local news at that day. So we're going to start the 720 headline news here in a moment, but just wanted to thank the couple of you that do view this video. I ask that you share it with other like-minded individuals that like history and like historical nostalgic things. Let me move up a little bit as there's a car that wants to park. So we're getting ready to listen to the 720 headline news. And before I was recording these, I listened to 1010 Wins every morning. For years I did this. The only difference is that now I'm recording it and uploading it to share these news snippets for future generations.
All the time.
Here we go.
This is 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good morning. 60 degrees, nice and sunny at 7:20 on this Tuesday, May 7th. I'm Susan Richard. Here's what's happening. The Israeli military now in control of the Gaza side of the border crossing in Rafah will have the latest. A man with 24 priors since 1986 released without bail after allegedly attacking two women in the subway and setting some papers on fire. 3 people hospitalized in 2 separate shootings in Harlem. The city transportation department out with some help for restaurants to get their outdoor dining setups done. And what does Utah apparently have that New York doesn't? We'll tell you. In sports, the Knicks won their series opener against Indiana. Mets also won. AccuWeather's great, sunny, warm today, the high 80. Wins News Time 7:21. Traffic and transit with Karen Stewart.
All right, we're going to start with a new accident that we've got over on the westbound side of the LIE at Woodhaven Boulevard. All lanes are blocked with this westbound LIE crash. All lanes are closed. Westbound LIE at Woodhaven Boulevard. Keep it locked to 1010 Wins. Traffic and transit every 10 minutes on the ones, and we will keep you updated. Right now, the westbound LIE delays stretch back to New Hyde Park Road, but the real heavy stuff starts at around 164th and goes out into Woodhaven Boulevard. Speaking of Woodhaven Boulevard, it looks like we might have an accident on the Jackie Robinson Parkway westbound near Woodhaven. We've got eastbound delays that go back very far, and we've got westbound delays that go back to the Kew Gardens interchange. The Grand Central Parkway is at a 2 with some bumper-to-bumper traffic on the westbound side near 188th Street. We've got an accident there, and at least one lane is closed. Over the Hudson Rivers, we check what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. The inbound GW Bridge is 40. It's also 40 at the Holland. The inbound Lincoln has a 25 to 30 minute delay. In New Jersey, the southbound Garden State Parkway near 168 for Washington Township has a crash in the fast lane. The fast lane is closed. And the southbound New York State Thruway near the Garden State Parkway, 14A, has got an accident there. And the left lane's closed. Mass transit delays, what are those? Our next report is 7:31. From the Farmer's Dog Traffic Center, fresh human-grade dog food delivered right to your door. I'm Karen Stewart, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
At Planet Fitness, you can get energized with a membership that fits your budget. All for just $1 down, $14.99 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, May 10th.
Don't miss out on this limited time offer. $1 down, $14.99 a month. Deal ends May 10th.
See Home Club for details.
The Israeli military has seized control of the Gaza side of the Rafah border crossing with Egypt. This as they warn civilians to get out. And while Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has vowed to move ahead with an Israeli incursion, it is not clear what the size of that operation might be.
The European Union's top diplomat, Josep Borrell, says Israel ignored international calls to refrain from this offensive.
I am afraid that this is going to cause again a lot of casualties, civilian casualties, whatever they say. There are 600,000 children in Gaza.
And he said there is no safe place for them to go. Meanwhile, the ceasefire negotiations are stalled, with Hamas accepting a deal, but Israel saying it does not meet its core demands.
That's correspondent Cami McCormick. A show of support here in New York for the Israeli hostages still being held by Hamas. This is going to be a 500 drone display coming up tonight above the Statue of Liberty. Ariel Magaralid is with the group Hostages and Missing Families Forum.
We're looking forward to an impactful event that will bring powerful messages to the skies of New York City, calling for the hostages' release.
The display is in conjunction with several other organizations, the UJA, the American Jewish Committee, and the New Jersey Israel Commission. It takes place tonight starting at 7:30. A Good Samaritan beaten in the subway after trying to come to the aid of another. This all unfolded on Sunday morning. Police say the woman spotted 68-year-old Michael Cosland of Brooklyn attacking another woman on a Q train heading into the Coney Island Stillwell Avenue station. When she asked him to stop, he allegedly punched and kicked her in the stomach. But it didn't stop there. Once the train pulled into the station, cops say he got off and set some papers on fire in a trash can. Both women refused medical attention. Cosland, who has 24 priors since 1986, was arrested. He was later released without bail. Ahead of Mother's Day, the National Maternal Mental Health Hotline marking its second anniversary of service by reminding folks that help is available. Health Resources and Services Administrator Carol Johnson.
There are unacceptable rates of maternal depression and mortality associated with pregnancy. And we know we can make a difference in that because 80% of maternal deaths are preventable. The leading cause of preventable death is associated with mental health and substance use disorders.
In just 2 years, the hotline has assisted 33,000 parents, both during pregnancy and after childbirth. The number, 1-833-TLC-MAMA, 1-833-TLC-MAMA. 10-10 wins sports. That was some game one last night for the Knicks. Oh, and the Mets won as well.
Yeah, Susan, 9 points down at the Garden early fourth quarter, but as the saying goes, all's well that ends well.
Brunson right side, one-on-one with Nembhard. Backing his way in at the top of the key. Shot clock down to 6. DiVincenzo, deep three, left side. That's good! And the Knicks are on top by 3 with 39 seconds to go.
Pat O'Keefe had the call on MSG Radio, and the Knicks would win 121-117, taking their series opener against Indiana behind another 43 points from Jalen Brunson, who's the first player ever with 40-plus points and 5 or more assists in 4 straight playoff games.
Yeah, the 40 points are cool and all, but it's the little things that help us win games like that.
Meantime, the Mets got a tie-breaking home run in the 7th inning from Brandon Nimmo to win in St. Louis 4-3. Marker Day, 10-10 win sports at 92.3 FM.
Going to be a beautiful day. AccuWeather says sunny, becoming less humid. We could hit 80 degrees. It is 60 and sunny now in Central Park. Now Bloomberg Money Watch on 10-10 wins.
Sorry about the glare.
More top Fed officials are speaking out about interest rates, Susan. Fed Bank of New York President John Williams says eventually there will be interest rate cuts, but he doesn't say when, simply adding the decision will depend on the data. He told a conference out in Los Angeles that policymakers need to see more evidence things are moving in the right direction. Meanwhile, Fed Bank of Richmond President Thomas Barkin says the full impact of higher interest rates is yet to come. He expects elevated rates to slow the economy further and cool inflation to the central bank's 2% target. Citadel founder Ken Griffin says that the Fed will likely cut rates in December if it elects to hold off in September, predicting a move this year, even as the central bank has tracked with his calls for a cautious approach. Now, after gains for stocks yesterday, S&P futures, they've just turned negative by a fraction. NASDAQ futures are down 35. Dow futures, though, still higher by 22 points. Bloomberg Money Watch at 26 and 56 past every hour. I'm Steve Potusk for 1010 Wins and 92.3 FM.
Wins News Time 7:27. Good morning. It's Susan Richard with this message. Made in the USA with 4,000 5-star reviews in the New York, New Jersey area. Who am I talking about? Renewal by Andersen, the full-service replacement window division of Andersen, which has been building quality windows and doors for more than 120 years. In fact, they spent nearly 30 years developing their patented Fibrex material, a composite that is twice as strong as vinyl and offers the beauty of wood, but, without the maintenance. And what do I mean by that? Well, they're not going to bend, warp, or crack like vinyl when exposed to extreme hot or cold temps. Bottom line, this is the best quality custom-built windows and doors you are going to get, so you don't want to miss out on Renewal by Andersen's biggest discount of the year. Listen to this. During the initial visit only, you save 25% on all windows, patio doors, and entry doors. Plus, you pay nothing for a whole year. That's right, so call them today, 1-800-705-7100, 1-800-705-7100, again, 1-800-705-7100. Offer not available in all areas. Restrictions and conditions apply. Call for license information.
Hi, welcome to the IKEA Spring Sale. Did you know that right now you can save up to 50%? On bookcases? Yep. Office storage? Yeah. Ooh, something for the kiddos? We've got you. Plus, IKEA family members get an extra 10% on select sale items. Sign me up. Don't miss out on the big IKEA Spring Sale. Visit your local IKEA store or go to IKEA-USA.com/offers now through 5/7. Offer valid 4/17 to 5/7. U.S. only while supplies last. Selection may vary by store and online. See store on IKEA-USA.com for complete terms. Restrictions apply.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping.
We're currently in Garfield, New Jersey, listening to the news and documenting it for future generations. I do realize this is not the most exciting video, the most exciting content,
Gorgeous day, 60 degrees, sunny skies now.
but it's important.
6%. The winds are north at just 4 miles an hour. Later, AccuWeather says sunny, becoming less humid. We could hit 80 degrees. This is 1010 Winds, New York's one and only all news.
And we're now going to listen to the 7:30 headlines.
It's time 7:30.
And a very good morning. I'm Scott Stanford. Police are trying to get to the bottom of a deadly stabbing at a bodega in Rego Park, Queens. 1010 Winds newsman Glenn Schuck has the very latest for us live. Glenn, what's cooking over there?
Glenn?
All right, we seem to be having a problem with Glenn. Let me tell you about restaurant owners in the city
Glenn.
can now start buying the components for their outdoor dining setups. The city's Department of Transportation launched their Dining Out NYC marketplace yesterday. It's a one-stop shop for restaurants to connect with vendors selling everything you need for a little alfresco dining. The city's permanent outdoor dining program was approved last year to replace the temporary rules in place during the COVID era. Winds News Time, 7:31. Traffic and transit on the ones. We get you back out to those very busy roads. What do you see, Karen Stewart?
Karen? What happened with Glenn and Karen today?
Blocking the left lane to Toll Plaza. We've got an inbound lower level wait of 35 to 40 on the Palisades Parkway approach, and from Route 4, it's a 25 to 30 minute delay. The inbound lane is 45 minutes until the inbound side of the Holland Tunnel. The Brooklyn bound Williamsburg Bridge inner roadway. We have a disabled vehicle. All lanes are closed because of one disabled. Yep, all lanes must use the outer roadway instead. Eastbound Jackie Robinson Parkway, very heavily delayed. Into Metropolitan, westbound too, actually. At Metropolitan, we've got a disabled vehicle with one lane blocked. The westbound LIE outer roadway.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this quick snippet of today's news for May 7th. We'll see you on the next video.